Hello and welcome to all my FlossTube neighbors. I'm Chris and this is Chris Cross Stitch, and it is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and this is FlossTube number 29. I'm so glad that you decided to take some time out of your day to spend with me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel. This is a channel primarily about cross stitching, but oh, there's so much more here. You never know what you might get when you tune in to Chris Cross Stitch. And if you are a returning viewer, look, different location, different perspective, yet again. It's a third setup in the same room. Can you imagine? And this is just my bedroom. It's not even a studio. But the day after Thanksgiving, my tree goes up every year. It's part of my tradition. It's a way I work off the Thanksgiving food that I have partaken of the previous day, and of which I had partaken, rather. It's the English person in me. And here it is. And I'm so tickled. But back to returning viewers, you're the best. You know you're the best. You're my neighbors. We make up the neighborhood here at Chris Cross Stitch, and I'm so glad to have you with me. With me. I've noticed that when I say with me, it comes, I guess I speak, you know, I am a Southerner, I have a Southern accent, but I don't particularly speak slowly. But for some reason, when I say I'm glad to have you with me, I don't enunciate that the enough. So as I've been watching myself, I hear me saying, I'm so glad to have you with me. With me. And that sounds very, I don't know, like New York. Hey, yo, I'm so glad to have you with me. Free impressions. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, so yes, here's the tree. As you can see, I have all of my ornaments up. I'll be showing you some of those up close and personal very soon. But let's get on with the beginning of the video. Each week here at Chris Cross Stitch, we start out by naming Handstanding Cat, pushing the wheel, the button. Oh, wait, there we go. Handstanding Cat is the top of Tiki Tree of 1,000 Faces, which is now over there. It's moved too. I mean, you know, as I move, my relation to Tiki moves. But the top of Tiki Tree of 1,000 Faces is Handstanding Cat, as you see here. I received so many suggestions of names. I put them all on the wheel, and each week I spin the wheel to see what Handstanding Cat will be named. And this week, this is a dual submission. My viewers, Rocky Mountain Penny and my dear viewer, Teresa L., both submitted this name. This was shortly after I told the story of my dear lady. She wasn't related to me, but she felt like a member of the family. My dear Miss Mary Will. And I told the story about her daffodils. But Rocky Mountain Penny and Teresa L. have decided to name Handstanding Cat Daffodil this week, and I love that. So thank both of you for doing that. That's just wonderful. And I have not forgotten, next spring, we will be doing something very special with regard to Miss Mary Will, a very special chart that was designed by another one of my viewers for me, and another charitable drive that we'll be organizing around Miss Mary Will, that chart, and the daffodils. So stay tuned for that. But thank you, the two of you, for naming Daffodil, and a happy accident that it could remind me to talk about that coming up. We also start out by talking about Ted's Change Jar. That is the charitable drive that we're doing right now. Ted's Change Jar is a way that we are raising money for Dolly's Imagination Library, a organization which provides children under the age of 5 with a book a month until they reach the age of 5. It's a wonderful organization. So many of you have family members who have benefited from this organization. I love it. I'm so excited about it. Every comment you make on this video and every video from the beginning of my channel, a penny goes into Ted's Change Jar. At the end of the year, I'll total those up. Some of you are matching that total, and others of you are using the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is below in the show notes. Any of those, all of those are greatly appreciated. I love reading the comments. I love seeing those of you who have made the donations to Buy Me a Coffee. I see each and every one, and they are all so greatly appreciated. I'll give you an update next week on where we are with that, but it's gonna be a great thing at the end of the year when we do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, as always. Last week I mentioned that the wonderful folks over in the UK at Caterpillar Cross Stitch are doing a fantastic stitch along beginning next year, beginning January 21st. Pre-orders of this mystery chart, this How Does Your Garden Grow stitch along, will begin this coming Friday. And I'm excited to be doing it next month. My kit is on the way, so I will be able to show you some of that very soon, I hope. But if you would like to take part in this, the pre-orders, as I said, begin this Friday, and you have 2 weeks to use a special promo code. It's my first promo code ever. I was very excited about it. To get 10% off that particular kit if you order it. And the information is Garden 10 Chris, or rather the code is Garden 10 Chris. And the links to Caterpillar Cross Stitch's website are below in the show notes as well. I love their designs. You may know that they're the ones who've done Hello Pumpkin and Hello Spring, those wonderful tree charts, among many others. I love their designs. I don't know what this one looks like, but apparently it's got gnomes on it, so that sold it for me. So if you want to take part in that this Friday, go to their website, use my code, and you will get 10% off, and that kit will be on its way to you so that you can begin working on it on January 21st when the stitch along starts. I believe the code is good for the full kit and needle minder set. So just keep that in mind. But there that is, very excited about it. Can't wait to see the chart, so yay. I have some fully finished objects to show you. And those are the wonderful ornaments that I stitched a while back from JBW Designs. These 3 reindeer ornaments are come from various sources, but they are all part of her ornament series. And I stitched them up, and as you know, I asked your opinion. The red felt around the edging when I just put 2 rows of these cute little peppermints was not enough to cover it. Drove me crazy. I went ahead and followed my gut and many of your suggestions, and I put another row of peppermints around them, and I love them. I love how they turned out. I decided to intentionally not worry about the neatness of it necessarily. I wanted it to look, well, there was no way around it. It was going to look, just by virtue of the way that they were laying, that some of the mints are turned at one angle and some of them are turned at another angle, and it's all very much like encrusted candy, but I like that. And they are on the tree, as you're seeing now, and I'm very happy about them. I love them, and they go great with my Mr. Snowman, who's right there, which is from a magazine from the 90s that one of my dear viewers sent to me. But I'm proud to show you those. Those are on the tree. I had great plans for more ornaments. I was going to try to stitch an ornament a week. Yeah. Well, I may do a couple more before the end of the Christmas season. Probably will do. At least I want to add to the tree. Goodness knows I've got about 50 of those 2021 charms. You want a charm? I may just send charms in the giveaways for you. If you get a 2021 charm, it's from me. So those are my 3 ornaments. Thank you, Judy Whitman, for those beautiful charts, those beautiful designs. I'm so happy to have them on my tree. This week, I had 1 work in progress that I stitched on. And I only had 1 because it was Thanksgiving week. All day, you know, cooked all day on Thanksgiving, ate, was comatose afterwards. I did get stitching done throughout the week, but I only worked on Quaker Christmas. There were a lot of Zoom calls with family and friends over the weekend. There was the tree day, and this did take a day, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I really only focused on Quaker Christmas, but I got a lot done. I got a lot more done. I love stitching on this. Quaker Christmas is by Bygone Stitches. This is being stitched as part of a stitch along hosted by my dear friend Annie, the Proper Stitcher, and Artie, the Vintage Stitcher. This started in June. The goal was to have it done by December. Many of you have finished it, and many of you have not, and that's fine. I'll be stitching on this likely into next year, but boy, do I love it. These motifs are no joke. They're no joke. And interestingly, I have found errors in the chart. And I went online and I Googled to see if there were any, you know, published errata on this particular chart. And I didn't find anything. Fortunately, you know, the good thing is that most of these motifs are symmetrical. So the disparity is really easy to identify, and it's also relatively easy to correct. It's usually just 1 stitch here or 1 stitch there. One was left off, you know, on this particular block, and one needs to be removed from this particular block to make it uniform. I found the errors and I corrected them, and so far everything is lining up beautifully for me, so I'm really happy about that. But this is Quaker Christmas, Bygone Stitches. So much fun. I will continue to work on it. You will see more of it very, very soon. My hair is flat today. I look like Shakespeare. I conditioned it. That's the problem. I mean, I have to condition it, but when I condition it, look at that. You know who I look like? I look like, who was it? She was in The Killing Fields and the Shout-Out Mapes in the original Dune. Wendy, was it Wendy Hunt? Oh, no, it's Edna Mode. I look like Edna Mode from the Incredibles. No capes, darling. That's who I look like. But boy, that hair is flat as... There's a rather off-color saying that we have in the South about how flat something can be, but I won't go into what it is, but it has to do with... never mind. If you want to know, write me. I'll send it to you personally. Moving on. Okay, so a little bit of a different day today. Rather than doing, I want to tell you what's coming up for the rest of the year with Crisscross Stitch. There's today's video, and then there are 2 more videos before Christmas week. Christmas week is going to be an end of the year, very special video. And so there will be 3 more Tuesday videos from me this year. The week between Christmas and New Year's, I am taking off. I will not publish a video that week. So just, you know that that's coming. And then I'll resume with my very first video in 2022. Can you believe it? The week after. So, but what I wanted to do in this video, rather than talk about a toy yet, that will come next week, or a story time, I wanted to go over my WIPGO board with you. I wanted to go over my WhipGo board with you. This is the first time I've done one, and I wanted to just show it to all of you and get your feedback on it. And for those of you who are new to the channel, so that you can see, this is basically a whip parade. Now, I don't have many, so this isn't going to take very long, but here we go. So, on my WhipGo board, which I'm showing you right now, and I will show you the overview of the board, and then I'll come back and we'll do small little inset numbers. This is what I came up with, and I hope I'm doing this correctly. But because I don't have that many, most of these are on my WhipGo board twice. Most of these works in progress are on my WhipGo board twice. And if you don't know what WhipGo is, I'm not the one to explain it to you. I believe it was started by another floss tuber named Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And I hope I got that right. Oh, I hope I got that right. I should have researched that beforehand. But there are many ways by which you can find out information on WhipGo. I'm not the source, but here's what I've done. Most of my whips are on here twice. And I just did this as best I could. So you see, for winter, this is a full coverage piece. You haven't seen it in a while. I love working on it, but it's, you know, a full coverage piece and it's pretty intense. I've got this on here 4 times, and each time for that month, and 2 numbers are drawn each month by Jessie, and that tells you what you work on. Each time that comes up, my pledge is to do 1,000 stitches on it. So 1,000 stitches on Winter by Alphonse. This is off of a painting by Alphonse Mucha. Hear that airplane? That's right over my house right now. Next on my WhipGo board, something you've not seen in forever, my Prairie Schooler Santa. This is on here as a finish. So if this comes up for WhipGo a particular month, my goal is to finish it. Just outright. The third, you just saw Quaker Christmas. That is, the goal for that per month is a page finish. So I'm going to, and I think that's doable. I'm almost to a page finish now. And should something come up on WhipGo that I've already blocked out, I think I can substitute something else in. And by that time, I will have more works in progress, no doubt, I'm sure. Sleepy Hollow, which you probably remember from just a few weeks ago, but my goal for that is to work on it 15 days out of the month. Now, that sounds reasonable to me. Is that okay? I mean, is that enough? I mean, I know some people do 10 days. I just decided half the month, I'll work on that, 15 days, and see if I can stick to that. The same with another one that you haven't seen in a while, 100 Owls. This was part of a stitch along that I was doing with my friend, and I always pause because I want to pronounce his name correctly, but I'm just going to say my friend Michael at Star Parade. And he and we began this together, a start along more than a stitch along, and he's further along than I am, but I haven't done it in a while. Michał, I think that's how he pronounces his name. 15 days on that one. 15 days on that one. Modern Folk Embroideries, a Zealand sampler. I love this piece. This was my birthday start this past year for my 50th birthday. Again, a commitment of 15 days on that, if that should come up throughout the month. Star Wars, a birthday present. This is a Dimensions kit. You haven't seen it in a while. You're seeing my last completed progress on it. Hopefully, if it comes up, I can get 15 days on it as well. And And then Miss Cherry Blossom. This is my Mirabilia, my very first Mirabilia. My friend Vanessa and I were doing, this is a start along a while back, first Mirabilia start along, first Mirabilia Sal. I haven't worked on this one in a while because I was working on holiday both for Halloween and now for Christmas, but I love it. And I've got the goal of 15 days on that as well. So we'll see how that pans out. Spirits of the Dead, also by Modern Folk Embroidery. My goal for that, should it come up, is a finish. I can finish that chart in a month if I put my mind to it, because where it stands now, I have a goodly amount of it done. So if that comes up, that will be a finish, the goal of a finish. Nutcracker Tree, which I'm going to have more done on by next week. I just didn't work on it this week. Nutcracker Tree is also a finish. I think that I can finish that in a month should it come up, especially because I will be working on it the rest of this month and I'll be getting more and more done on it. I've also decided pretty much to take that white out, that white étoile out that looked dingy to me, and I'm just going to do the whole thing in royal blue and then have either the gold or silver metallics for the stars. I think that'll be beautiful. It's originally charted to be all black, so that was the original intent, that it all be one solid dark color. So that's what will happen with Nutcracker Tree. And then everything begins to repeat. Everything begins to repeat because I don't have those are all my works in progress. So you have seen the majority of my WIPGO board, or all of my WIPGO board now. They just pop up in different places according to how I place them on the board. But those are my goals, and those are all my works in progress for the year that I have started this year. So yeah, I hope I did that correctly. If I did, please let me know what you think about that. The whole reason that I wanted to devote the time to this today is twofold. To show you all my works in progress for those of you who may not have seen any of them or just recently joined me. And secondly, to get feedback from you. You are so good at your advice and your feedback with regard to projects, and I really do appreciate it, and I really do want it. So let me know what you think about my WIPGO board. I'm excited about it. And if you have any ideas, let me know as well. I'm happy to listen to them, and I hope that it all works. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Moving on to Happy Mail, and there was no haul this week, really, which is absolutely fine. It's fine not to have haul a week. It's fine to take a breather, but I will say, you will see haul coming because of all the Black Friday sales. But in Happy Mail, I received two lovely pieces of Happy Mail. One was a card, just a wonderful Thanksgiving card from my dear viewer, Joanne. Joanne, thank you so much. I keep cards forever. I have a huge box, and I keep these, and lovely little turkey on that card. But this just brightened my day. Thank you so much, Joanne. And then my other viewer, Wendy L., sent me, you guys, it's a honeycomb Christmas tree. Before Halloween, I remarked how I love these old vintage honeycomb decorations that we saw in the schools for Halloween and Christmas and virtually any holiday. And she saw this and thought of me and sent it to me. This is awesome. I haven't decided whether I'm going to put this actually on the tree or on one of my table displays. Probably go on a table display, but I just love it. Thank you so much. And she sent me an adorable Snoopy notepad. So Wendy, thank you. Again, I always want to say to all of you, none of your kindness is ever expected. I do this for the joy of doing it. but everything you send me, whether it's for me personally or things to recycle to my viewers that you are destashing. Oh, and Wendy also sent me a few things from her stash to use as giveaways, which I will be using one today. But whether it's for me or it's to pay it forward and to send out to you guys, it's so appreciated. And I'm just always blown away by the time you would take and the effort you would put into it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, whether it's a card or a honeycomb tree or a box full of magazines. I just love it. And you're the best. You just are. So on to this week's giveaway winners. This week, or rather last week, we had a very special giveaway. The lovely folks at Fire Poppies, the wonderful LNS, reached out and offered one of their mystery grab bags as a giveaway for one of my viewers. This is a $30 value grab bag, and it can include things such as charts or kits or floss of varying types, beads, buttons, notions, even a few needle minders. You never know what's going to be in the grab bag, but it is a $30 value. Here's the thing. They offered one, and I'm going to do another one for you. So rather than drawing one winner, as I said I was going to do last week, we're going to have two. So, and that's just because I just wanted somebody else to get one. And I'm thrilled that there will be two going out to you. Now, here's the thing, and this is something that I didn't mention last week, and I should have, but I don't think that you'll have any problem with it. When you provide me with your address, the two people who will win, I have to give that to them because this will be sent directly from Fire Poppies. So if for any reason you have a problem with me passing along your address to them and you win, just email me. In the email you send me, just let me know and we'll work something out. I want you to, I won't let you go empty-handed, but we'll figure something out. But here are the winners. The first winner of the $30 Fire Poppies mystery grab bag is Pam Johnson. Pam, congratulations. So send me an email. My email is listed below in the show notes. Send me an email with your address. I will forward that to them and they will be getting that out to you very quickly. And the second grab bag, the surprise, I'm giving out another grab bag winner is Geneva Clark. Geneva, congratulations. Send me your address in an email, and again, I will pass that along to the lovely people at Fire Poppies, and they will be sending that out to you very quickly. So congratulations to the both of you. I'm excited, and here's the thing: you have to take photos and send me show me what you got. I want to see what's in them. But congratulations. I hope you enjoy them. And thank you, Fire Poppies, for doing this. I mean, how amazing. Wow. Thank you so much. It's just so flat today. You guys, this hair is killing me. Literally killing me. Look. You know, they say your hair goes through the ugly growing out stages. I have documented my ugly growing out stages since March. Okay, all right, here's the time to talk about this. You may have noticed over the course of the last 20 some odd videos that my hair is longer on one side than the other. This is not by design. I don't want an asymmetrical bob. This side of my hair is about 1.5 inches to 2 inches longer than this side of my hair, and here's the reason why. The last haircut I had was before the pandemic in February of 2020. My hair was very short, and it was cut so that it parted to this side. So all my hair, when it was cut, parted to this side. So the hair that started here went all the way across and then got cut off. But the hair that started here only got cut off to there. So as it has grown out and no one has touched it with the scissors, I was buzzing it with the clippers for a while there, but I've stopped doing that because I've just decided I'm going to let the whole thing go, you know, like a Snuffleupagus or something. It's just, you know, poof. But it's grown out. One side's way longer than the other. So if you see me holding my head like this is so I want it to be even. Anyway, that's far too much time spent about my hair. But I am a Leo, so we do like to talk about our manes a lot. Moving on, Chris. Okay, so today, giveaways. This week's giveaway, I opened the package from my viewer, Wendy, who sent me the sweet Christmas tree. And she had several things that I could use for giveaways. And one of them was so perfect for a holiday giveaway. And I thought, well, it's the first time in front of the tree. I've got to use it. Just immediately turn around and use it. And that is this kit from the UK, actually, of Christmas mice gift tags. Now, this has been opened, but as far as I know, all of the contents are still in here. And these things are adorable. You're seeing the picture of it now, but that's the first of 2 giveaways this week. If you would like to be considered for this giveaway, please use the word mice in your comment. Mice, M-I-C-E, these Christmas mice gift tags. And there are 12 of these. So, and I'll get these out to you very, very quickly. I've been really good about getting giveaways out. In fact, all of last week's have gone. There's one international one that hasn't gone out yet because I'm still working on it. But I will get this out very soon so you can hopefully stitch up a few of these for ornaments or gift tags. The second giveaway, which also came from a viewer, and I can't think of who off the top of my head now, but this is a good one. This is a Brittercup Designs Christmas stocking with cats and a beautiful Christmas tree. I thought this would be fun to give out early in December, end of November, so that, you know, you could at least start it during the holiday season if you wanted to. And the keyword for this particular stocking is stocking. S-T-O-C-K-I-N-G. So use the word stocking in your comment if you would like to be considered for this giveaway. As always, please be 18 years of age or older so that I can ask you for your address. Please be a subscriber to my channel, like the video, and don't use any words that could come up in a search for people who just want to glean free stuff, like giveaway or prize or winning, etc., etc. You know the drill. So tags or stockings, both holiday, Christmas related, keywords, and we'll give these away next week. So that's it for today. Just quickly before we go, my dear friend Darcy Cameron, a fellow floss tuber, Stitchman Darcy, is celebrating his 1-year floss tube anniversary, I believe tomorrow. So congratulations to him on 1 year of floss tubing. He's wonderful. And I think he's got a very special episode planned. So be on the lookout for that if you do not follow him already. And if you do, I'm sure you've heard of it and you are aware of it. But congratulations, Darcy. He's a great guy. And thank all of you. I hope you all had wonderful Thanksgivings. If you celebrated, I hope that you are gearing up for a safe and happy holiday season. I know there are a lot of things bombarding us right now in the world to worry about, but we have to, you know, try as best we can to focus on the joy of this season. And I know that being with you and focusing on this wonderful neighborhood helps me stay happy and somewhat secure and less anxious. So thank you for joining me today. Have a great week, and until next time, take care.